26th, Saturday. This reading is the developer update for VRChat from April 24th, 2025. Welcome to the developer update for April 24th. Today's featured world is Stellara. Stellara, Stellarya by Bia_kawaii_BR. Available cross-platform. This was the Space Jam 2 World Grand Prize winner. Announcements. What are you doing for Pride? We have a number of things lined up for Pride Month this year. Keep an eye out for news on our socials tomorrow. We'll make a guideline document for community submissions. We can't wait to celebrate with you. Announcement of network incompatible release. The current release in beta 2025 2.1 will be network incompatible once it ships to live. This means users on the current live version 2025.1.3 P4 will not be able to share instances with anyone who has already upgraded. Our current plan is to ship the update next Tuesday, the 29th of April, but since client releases are complex in nature, it may be delayed up to Thursday, May 1st. We will try to aim for a time with less active users. This will be the first network incompatible release in a fairly long time, and it's the first where we support platforms with a rollout delay, such as the Google Play Store. We will try our best to ship the update at the same time for everyone, but please bear with us and expect some minor delays as it rolls out. Oh, I just realized I forgot to pause my Steam recording, and I think my GPU is just kind of exploding on itself right now. So let me do that before I end up lagging like crazy or something weird. Behind the scenes of network compatibility. If you ever wondered what network incompatible really means, here's some background info from the release team. Contrary to what you might think, it actually has very little to do with our servers. It's more about the data formats the client, the app running on your machine, expects. Even in our own terminology can be confusing. Here, as network incompatible builds are marked with new server version. Currently, this number is 1343, which indicates that the last time we had a network incompatible release was client build 1343. That was 2023-3.2 for those keeping track. Strictly from a technical perspective, this number is the only thing preventing people from on different versions joining the same instance. Without it, things might actually break horrendously. For example, one of the upcoming network incompatible changes is related to the voice data format. So two people on different versions wouldn't be able to hear each other. To avoid confusion from things like that, we increment the number to prevent this scenario in the first place. Network incompatible changes have historically had much less beta participation. This is understandable, as you cannot use them to join your friends on live. As such, we made the decision to try very hard to keep all our work network compatible. Even larger network format changes, like persistence, had extra effort put in to avoid becoming entirely incompatible. Sometimes, you may see even slightly incompatible changes on beta, like the few times where the camera indicators were not syncing properly. This impact of making a build network incompatible is much larger than a minor breakage like that, so we leave the server version alone. Keeping things compatible ensures that the open beta channel can be used open all year round, ready for you to preview fresh updates and help us test. It's also why the truly incompatible changes in 2025-2.1 will not be in the beta, but instead only coming in via the final live target builds. This carries more risk, of course, so we'll be on standby to ship any required following packages right after. If something does break, let us apologize in advance. Software is hard, but hopefully clear that up, the reasoning for shipping directly to production at least. Technically, 1344, according to our records, perhaps 1343 failed QA. Development updates. Updates for creators. There are some great things happening in the pipeline or already in the beta for all the world and avatar creators out there. More VRChat specific Udon APIs. First, for the Udon enjoyers currently already in beta as SDK version 3.8.1 beta 1, we have added several new APIs and classes that Udon scripts can use. These include the VRC camera settings class for accessing the screen and photo camera objects via safe wrappers. Similarly, the VRC quality settings class to access quality settings and graphics and a setter for shadow distance. Giant world creators rejoice. Some very low-level network statistics accessible via the VRC SDK3 network stats class for advanced creators. All documentation links lead to our dedicated open beta SDK documentation. You can see the full changelog for version 3.8.1 beta 1 on there too, and then there's a link to it. Per platform avatar objects. Do you have a PC and Android or iOS avatar configured as a different game object? In 3.8.1 beta 1, you can now use multi-platform build and publish to upload your variants all in one go, even with a setup like that. Once again, this is documented in our open beta SDK docs. Here's what the configuration dialog looks like. And then it's showing an image of configure per platform overrides, and then it's specifying Android and iOS, and 2 different avatars are selected. Upcoming Udon network events with parameters. A conceptually simple change. Send custom network event with parameters, but also one of the most requested Udon features of all time. This implementation will allow you to send any data type that is supported by regular Udon sync with up to 8 parameters per event. Both Udon Sharp and Graph will be supported, and of course it is set up to be future-proof to work with SOBA. The change will come with extensively updated documentation, including hard network specs and limits, and a configurable rate limiting feature for hardened security. Check out this example graph from our docs. There will also be a new property containing the sender of a network event without having to pass it as parameter, meaning it will work for existing network events too. This feature is currently in closed beta testing. Big shout out to everyone helping with that. Folded hands. I'm assuming that's supposed to be an emoji, but it just says folded hands. But will hopefully be available for public testing soon. Upcoming, a new mobile compatible toon shader. The shader selection for mobile avatars is very limited by design. While our standard lane shader is very powerful with PPR workflows, there isn't a good alternative for toon shader models, apart from the simplistic and dated toonlit shader. Coming to an SDK near you very soon, we have a new shader named Toon Standard, sparkle emoji. It will bring many common shader features like detailed maps, emission, occlusion, rim lighting, animatable U-shift, that's surprising, and custom shadow ramps with an optimized but powerful shading model for mobile avatars. Performance is a major concern, of course, so it will still not be strengths. It will still not support transparency for the time being. For the same reason, the feature set is limited, and the shading model not as complex as many community-made shaders. Toon Standard is not intended to compete with PC content, but provide a powerful baseline that can run well on all hardware configurations that That said, it can be used on PC as well. Occlusion tells you in development, not final. Interesting. Wow. Rim lighting, specular, emission, shading type. That's nice. Build and test for iOS. Support for building and testing avatars and worlds on iOS comes with 2025 2.1 client release SDK version 3.8.1. Enjoy much quicker iteration on new content you're working on for iOS. Read the beta docs on this here. Spawn radius for worlds. We're adding a spawn radius value to the scene descriptor. With this, players can spawn and respawn at random spots within the spawn radius. For existing worlds, the spawn radius defaults to 0 to maintain the current behavior. That's nice. More VRChat creator companion updates. The next VCC release 2.5.0 just passed QA and will be rolling out soon. We have major speed improvements to installing packages, especially for users with lots of listings added. There are two parts of this. First of all, the VCC will no longer refresh the listings many times per package installation, which provides both the installation speed improvement and reduces traffic on the public listings. Beyond that, any listing that are not currently enabled in the selected repos, dropdown, or in settings will no longer contribute to the package installation times. Here's a little comparison video. Oh, it's got a time. Ooh, that's damn. So it's showing 20 packages. Live version took 9 seconds. Cached took 4. And then the cached plus selected only took 2 seconds. Oh, so the middle one has all of them enabled. And then the right has only a couple enabled. We're working on more improvements for the package management experience as part of 2.5.0, but this should be exciting for creators of lots of packages. Web updates. Another few updates from the web team this week. Fixed an issue where if an error was encountered while reverting your display name, no error message would be displayed. Fixed an oversight causing display names with special characters which are reported to be available when registering on the web to return an error when actually going through with the registration. Those names will now be validated correctly. Conclusion. That's it for this Dev Week update. We'll see you in 2 weeks on May 8th. I say I'm excited about there being that new Toon Lit thing, but like, my avatar looks, well, I guess, yeah. I do wonder if it has an outline, or if there's the plan for an outline, because like, my Nova Beast has one, as a lot of them do by default. And that's the main thing that's different between this avatar on PC and on Quest. Because Quest, of course, can't have outline. There's ways you can pseudo do it, but it doesn't look that good in my opinion. But like this, whoa, it's the wrong side. This stylized shadow, it's very similar on Quest. So I'm excited to see those changes, even if I'm not poking in here nearly as much.